Hey, good afternoon, Janice. This is Catherine with Revival Web Design, and I'm going to give your website a quick audit here. I'm going to go over 3 areas of focus that can help improve your digital footprint. We're going to talk about SEO, which is search engine optimization. We're going to talk about GMB, which is Google My Business, and then we're going to talk about backlinks. Backlink is simply a link from one page to another. So we're going to talk about, first, I want to show you something. So if I go into Google, and in this Google search bar, if I type in home or organization near me, okay, this is considered what we call a keyword search. And I'm explaining this to you because I'm using that term keyword here in a few minutes. So what happens when you type in this particular search? And normally, depending upon the niche or the type of service that you're looking for, when you hit enter, you'll find at the top of the search bar or search page, you're going to find ads. And then you find this Google Map Pack in the middle. And then down below, you would start looking at all the organic search pages. Because your niche is so specific and relatively, it's going to be smaller than, let's say, a plumber. Yours it pops up this way. So this is when I put in home organization near me. The near me is going to tie into your Google My Business. But the only one that's going to be optimized for this near me search is this Tampa Bay imaginehomeorganization.com. So this is going to be your number one competitor. And if I type in home organization, if I put in Riverview, Florida, the reason I'm showing you this is this is the only way I actually find your business. And then the other thing about this is I don't see that you actually have your Google My Business optimized. It's started, but it's not quite optimized. So we'll touch briefly on that in a second. So what I'm going to go into is talk about the SEO on your website. Search engine optimization is really geared towards what Google wants and what they need to have in order to find your website. Okay, so what that means is they like to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words just on your homepage alone. Most of that is going to be educational. They want to find that you're helping and bringing value add to the end user. So a lot of that's going to be, like, once again, educational pieces. Right now, you just don't have enough content on your website. That's first thing I see. And the other thing I don't see are links or any kind of backlinks from one page to another, which is something that we can easily work in. One of the things that we do is help with content on your website so that you can be found for more. And we'll go through keywords here in a second. When I talk about more content, so this is your competitors page. As you can see here, they have a lot of information on their top page. Yes, it's client testimonials, but it's words. There's a lot more there. They also have a lot of service pages that have a lot of words on them as well. So they talk about their process, and then in here, the before and after. So this is pretty neat because they also have in here what you can see, what it looked like before, and then what it looked like afterwards. Pictures do a lot of a lot of good as well. So that is going to go over SEO. You just need to have more content and educational spots on your actual website, which we can help with if you'd like. Google My Business. Okay, so Google My Business is your name, your business phone number, and why it's important is it's a place where people can put reviews, and you can also upload pictures. But why it's a way of Google verifying your company and your reputation, and it helps ranking you on Google. Your phone number, your name, and your address is also called a citation. So one of the things that we do, we can help with Google My Business as well. We would also get you on several different platforms and make sure that they're all carrying the same information. When I mean other platforms, think like Yelp or some of the search engines that people can go in and look for, Yellow Pages or White Pages, so they can find services. But the more it's out there, the more that Google's going to find your name, address, and phone number. Also, we call it NAP. They're going to find it more, and it's going to mean that it's more reputable for you. The other thing that it can do is it can be a link from another backlink to your page. It can link from here into your actual website. The other thing it can do too, sorry, I keep adding in, is that's one of the things that we would put in the footer. So that helps with your local relevance. So remember that home organization near me. The near me helps bring up your local relevance networks. So if this was optimized and I had put in near me and I'm in Riverview, you should have popped up. Easy, quick fixes that, once again, we can help you with if you would like. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what your competition looks like and what backlinks and referring domains are. So in here, we pay attention to this top section. We go over the UR. The UR is the strength of your website. DR stands for domain rating. That's how credible or how reputable Google finds you. We're going to talk about backlinks, which are a link from one page to another. A referring domain is a high power, high credible website that links to yours. And what it does is it shows Google that you're credible, and it gives you a boost in your Google ratings. Keywords. Right now, your website's not ranking for a single keyword. So remember that service site, home organization, you're not being found for anything. Which if you were, and I'll show you in a second, your competition, if you were, that's where your traffic comes from, is what your website's bringing in. And then this traffic value is how much the organic traffic would cost you if you were running an ad. So because all of this is really, there's not really anything to show, I'm going to show you your competitors. So let me click into here. So right now they have a 35 on the UR, and I should have stated both the UR and the DR can go to 100. So they have a 35 on their UR, 22 on their DR. Those are actually relatively good numbers. They have 498 backlinks, 167 referring domains. That's where they're getting most of their power from. And they are ranking for 576 keywords, which means their website alone is bringing in 154 potential new clients a month. That doesn't mean they're going to create 154 new clients. What that does mean, though, is that they have the opportunity, based off your closing ratio, of how many, let's call it 5 to 10% of who visits their site as a potential new client. So they could be bringing anywhere from 10 to 15 new clients in just off their website alone. That means if they were running an ad, it would cost them $274 per click to run their ad. So that's pretty decent. Those are pretty decent numbers. Let me show you the keywords. And the reason I want to show you this is I know that you have a unique service, but in the Tampa area alone, you could be getting up to 300 searches a month. So one of the things I want you to pay attention to is your keyword is here. Volume is how often it's being searched per month. The KD is the keyword difficulty, so that's how hard it would rank. It would take you to rank for certain words. And then the position is where the web page falls for that specific keyword. So home organization Tampa, it brings in 80 people who are searching for that a month. It has a 2 on a scale of keyword difficulty, which means anything from 0 to 5 is incredibly easy to rank for. We could have you ranking for that within 3 months. That means they are in the number 1 position for this. So that being said, they're getting, of those 154 people who are going to their website a month, about 80 of them are coming alone from this particular keyword search. They're also being found for professional organizer Tampa, 100 keyword searches. They're in the second position, and it's a 3 on a scale of ranking. So where I'm going with this is all of these keywords that you would want to be ranking for are super easy and bring in around 300 plus just for Tampa. And here they are also ranking for Bradenton. Very easy to rank for, and it can bring in another 40 to 80 new clientele. Same thing with Sarasota, 30 and a 4. So being more specific with your your content can bring in more traffic to your website. And then let me show you what a backlink and a referring domain is. Once again, a referring domain is where people get power to their website. Same thing with their backlink. And what we do with competition is what we would say, okay, Janice, I'm gonna to get you to have more power pushed to your site. I want to go in and mimic and go after some of these same referring domains that have high domain ratings. And what that's going to do is push power to your site. So like this apartmenttherapy.com, this openelectric.tv, today.com. So just keep in mind, one of the reasons that there is a cost for what we call SEO, search engine optimization services, is because these referring domains are usually blogs and cost money. So there is a cost to doing SEO services, because it does a lot of these links, the backlinks and the referring domain links, you have to pay for. That's the bulk of the cost on a SEO service. The only downside to some of these domains is that if you stop paying for them, the power to your website would go away. So what we do is we generally target some of these, but there is an SEO cost per month, and the only reason is because of the cost of the actual links. To say that you have to have all of this done, it's just up to you on what type of traffic you want with your website. If you want, depending upon how many clientele you want per month or how much you can handle, it would really be dependent upon what type of power you want to your website. So I went through a lot of information. I probably raised more questions. And what I'd love to do is try to sit down with you next week if you have some time. I should be available. I have some open availability on, I believe it's Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday first thing in the morning. So let me know if you have time either of those days. And once again, when we sit and chat, what we're trying to do is just help other small businesses around us and see where we might be able to be plugged in. But we also want to build a referral network. You and I live in the same community. I'd love to help you help me, and vice versa. So it's always great to know other business owners. So let me know what your availability is. This is going to be my cell phone number. It's also included in the email. And I look forward to speaking with you, Janice. I hope you have an awesome afternoon.